Are you tired of living in your past? Are you tired of repeating the same mistakes over and over and letting your past dictate you? Well, in this video, I will be sharing some tips on how to detach from your past. And I'm telling you, after this video, honey, you're going to be a changed woman. Make sure to put them to practice, yes. If you don't, then you won't change. You have to change, honey. Evolving. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute, but today we'll be talking about how to detach from your past. And I chose this topic specifically because I noticed that a lot of us are living in the past and would like to get over it, but we don't know how. But don't worry, I'm here to save you. I'm your girl, your therapist for free. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe. Let's give you a few minutes to subscribe. Great, like the video as well and go and comment whatever just do what you gotta do. Stop letting your past mistakes hold you back. Now let's get into it. Have you noticed how we're all living in regret and guilt about how we could have changed the past? But when you think about it, it's already happened. So staying in those thoughts and staying in regret doesn't really make your life move along. And I've also read something. I read The Power of Now, and it explained how so many people, the reason why so many people have depression and anxiety is because it's either we're living in the future or in the past and we're not living in the present, and hence why we have so much anxiety, because it's like, I need to get my life together for the future, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I made this mistake and that mistake, and we're forgetting how we are feeling and what we are doing in our lives right now. So I want to encourage people to live in the right now. Like, wake up, smell the fresh air, pinch yourself for a little bit and say, am I still here? Like, self-forgiveness is important. I feel like we're so quick to forgive other people but not ourselves. We're so quick to be gentle with other people and not ourselves. And that is why that is why we lack self-love. That's why people lack self-love, because we're so quick to do for other people and not for ourselves. So here's a little exercise I can give you. I think you should go grab a journal and write down your biggest mistakes. I feel like this helps because I've done this before where I had a regret. I won't talk about it though because it's embarrassing, but I had a regret, and the minute I wrote about it, I feel like a weight was lifted off my shoulder. I literally wrote down the mistake and I prayed over it, and I wrote what I learned from it. And then after that, I swear till this day, I'm better. So I think go try that exercise and let me know how you feel in the comments. Let me know how it made you feel. 3 things you've learned. Name 3 things you've learned from the mistake. Firstly, not to repeat it again. Secondly, not to do ABC. And I feel like that's the best way to move forward, instead of punching yourself and saying, why did I do that? I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. No, just tell yourself, you know what? What did I learn? I learned that this makes me feel selfless. So I'm not going to put myself in a predicament to feel selfless ever again, because self-love is important. Decide to fully focus on the present moment. As I said, I read the book of The Power of Now, and it emphasizes how we are not living in the present. You guys will probably ask, what are ways for us to live in the present? Firstly, mindfulness, deep breathing, meditation, going for walks, journaling, exercise, grounding yourself, reducing phone distractions. I wrote that down because I was going to forget it, but we live so much in the social media and we forget about our lives. Think about it. How long have you sat on TikTok and just scrolled and made yourself feel like, oh my gosh, why is my life like this? No, it's not. Go and sit down and breathe. Go for walks, admire your space, be present, acknowledge your space. And remember, as I said, living in the present, living in the now reduces anxiety and depression. I will put the book here. Go and check it out. It's by Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle Eckhart. I hope I'm saying it right. The Power of Now. That is the most amazing book ever. It has really helped me. It has opened my eyes. And I try by all means to live in the moment, because you notice how life is moving so fast and we're all just so busy. You forget to focus on yourself. You forget to give yourself self-care and self-love, and that's why you lose connection with the world. And then it's like, now you think about the future, now you think about the past. No, we're not doing that. Every challenge has led you to where you are. Let's get into that. You should reframe challenges as stepping stones and not roadblocks. Notice how we always be like, oh my gosh, I'm the worst person ever. Let's not do that. Let's look at it as lessons. It goes back to number 1. Let's look at them as lessons, guys. Let's stop beating ourselves up and making ourselves feel horrible. When you forgive somebody, you don't always remind them that, oh, you did this, oh, you did this, oh, you did this. No, because you're gentle with them. Be gentle with yourself. Practice being gentle with yourself. Hardships are the reasons why you're stronger and more wiser. If we did not have hardships, think about it. Where would we be? It's just like a little kid. You tell a little kid, don't jump there, and then they do it because they don't, kids, they don't believe you, and it's like they do it again until they actually fall. They jump and they fall, they get hurt, and then they remember, I will not jump there again. Or if I jump there, I'll make sure I land on both my feet, not one. Or I'll try to bend down when I jump off. Think about it. Think of life like that. Think of your mistakes like that. Take it as if, you know what? I did that. How would I do it differently? What would I change in future? Try to implement that instead of beating yourself up. So let me give you guys a little example. I feel like sometimes when I'm in friendships, I overinvest. And then I make the mistake of overinvesting, and I always, get a handful of poo and it gets thrown in my face. So what have I learned? To not invest as much, if that makes sense. Because I feel like even people that were my friends, I would call them friends, even though they're acquaintances. So what did I learn? Learn to categorize the people in your life and treat them accordingly. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, I did this and this with that person. Treat them accordingly. Focus on the lessons you've gained from your past, which goes back to number 3. A lot of these are very connected and kind of like the same thing. Don't mind my nails, girl. We on camera looking like this. Instead of dwelling, what did I say? Learn from them. Do not dwell. It's just going to put you in a very stressful state. Just learn from that, okay? And what you can do to also help this is journal about these things. I'm telling you guys, I used to think these YouTubers and TikTokers are just speaking nonsense until I put it to the test and started journaling. It actually helps you a lot. What you can do, I usually keep my stuff so I can reflect, like look at myself 5 years from now, which I actually have stuff from 2019, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was such a broken person. Look at me now, I'm healed and I'm happy and I'm a bad bitch, and I know that, and that's on period, honey. Or you can burn it. If you're afraid someone might find your papers or your thoughts, you can burn it, or just hide the journal very good, the same way we be hiding them second niggas. No, I'm kidding, not for real. Ask yourself, what did you learn from the experience? What would you change about the experience? What would you do better about the experience? Remember, lessons build self-awareness and prevent us from repeating the same patterns. And honestly, keep that for yourself. Keep it as a mantra. Keep it somewhere. It will really, for you to remember or say to yourself over and over, lessons. We don't dwell, we learn, we move. Give yourself a chance to grieve the past. Okay, guys, I did write notes because I tend to ramble and I go off topic and I'm just everywhere. So I decided to write notes. So detachment doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. It means allowing them to move through you. What does it mean? Let me give you an example. I feel like people have this thought of, if I detach, I need to act cold, I need to be numb, I need to act like nothing happened. And that is not how it should be. That is not how it should be, because that's just you suppressing your emotions. Healthy detachment is not suppressing your emotions. It's allowing yourself to feel what you feel, allowing yourself to feel happy, allowing yourself to feel sad, allowing yourself to feel the emotions fully. And when you do that, you allow them to not control you. When you do that, you allow yourself to not get triggered when someone tries to use your past emotions to control you. And that's what I always say. People try to use your traumas to trigger you. Don't let that happen. When you suppress your emotions, it's like a dam. Eventually, it's gonna crack. Eventually it's gonna crack. But when you take it as if like you're an ocean, you're the sea, everything is just flowing, there will be times where it's straight. There will be times where there's waves, and when there are those waves, it's easier for them to flow, unlike you suppressing them. When you attach healthily, you're letting the waves rise and move and flow and all of that, and telling yourself, yes, I am angry about this and this. Yes, I am sad about this and this. Yes, this made me feel like this. Instead of being like, oh, it didn't hurt me. You're trying to act cold and numb. That just never works, girl. Go and journal. Talk about it. Do something. I also feel like society has made it look like if you cry, you're weak. If you cry, you're this. If you cry, you're that. Honestly, I just feel like allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to feel your emotions. That's the best thing you could ever do for yourself. And what does grieving look like? What does grieving your past look like? It looks like journaling about it, talking to a friend about it that you trust, going to therapy. But obviously, if you cannot afford therapy, friends, crying about it. Just giving yourself a day to cry and just to be in your emotions. That's what grief looks like. Always remember, you can start again and change the ending. Think about it. Every day is a new day. Every day is a day to start over. Every day is to be, you can be with whoever you want to be. You can be what you want to be. So you can wake up the next day and literally tell yourself, yesterday is yesterday. It's in the past, darling. Today I'm a new person. Today I'm going to be a bad bitch. Start acting like it. Start telling yourself that you are it. So remember, you can always change. You can always start over. It's not the end of the world. I feel like people are trying to tie us to who we were in the past. And it's like, oh, you were a thief. You'll always be a thief. Or, oh, you were a maniac, you'll always be a maniac. No, honey, you don't tell me what my story gets to be. I can start over whenever I want to. Let's give some examples of people who reinvented themselves. Look at De'Ara, for example. Oh, I love her. Look at De'Ara. She reinvented herself after her breakup with her ex. Like, she was still that girl. She reinvented, she moved, she did things differently. Why can't you? What sets you apart from De'Ara? And I know some people will be like, oh, I don't have a business. Start with what you have. Small steps. You have to adapt a new way of thinking. Otherwise, if you still think this, you're still the same person. You're still in the past. You're still attached to your old identity. We don't do that out here. We don't do that. Oh my goodness, the sun is leaving me. We better hurry up. Here's a little quote you can live with, or you can tell yourself every time. Your past may shape you, but it doesn't define you. It doesn't define you or your future. And don't let people tie you to the person that you were, because that's you allowing them to tie you to your past self. We're trying to move from our past self. So don't let people tell you, oh, you were like this, I know you from like this, you still like that. No, you're not like that. Your past may shape you, but it does not define your future at all. You can still make a change. You can still have a fresh start. You can still, honey, what? No. Wake up every day like you're the main character of your story. Why would you want to be a side character in your story? Think about it. Wake up like you're in the movie. You're freaking Angelina Jolie in the movie. The main character. Live like it. Live to it. Remember to breathe and let the feelings move through your body. Let them move through you. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my video. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. And make sure to put everything that I said to practice. Trust me, honey, I'm an alchemist. I know what's good for you. Also, how about we do a little thing where in the comments, how about you comment something that you're ready to release? Let's talk about our experiences, what we're ready to release, so that 10 years from now when we look at this video, we're like, oh my gosh, I'm a grown, changed woman. How about we do that? Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, honey. Don't forget to do that. Because then the alchemist cannot alchemize the alchemy. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's the end of my video, guys. I hope you liked it. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Yeah. Please subscribe.